All right, guys, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. dougliedowrong. Welcome to the channel, my guy.
What's up, guys?
That boy Dougie's here. I'm so jealous of him. Me and Dave aren't cool enough to have our names in our YouTube channel. Dougie.
All right, guys, let's get right to the video. We got our top 5 keys to success versus the Oakland Raiders for the Dolphins this week. The first one, I'm going to kick it off with third down conversions. Now, third down conversions don't just mean we need to convert on third down. On first and second down, we need to run the ball. We need to get manageable third downs. We can't be getting into third and 13s, third and 15s. We got to be getting into manageable stuff. Third and 4, third and 5. For the first 2 weeks, I feel like we've done a really good job with that, where we've been getting third and short, so it's been a little more manageable. We have a run-pass threat option, honestly. When you get into those long ones, all you got is a throw. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Doug?
I totally agree. They've been shooting themselves, not only with the third down and longs. A lot of times when they get into second and shorts, then all of a sudden there's a false start, there's a holding, there's something that eventually then pushes them back, and then they do a stupid screenplay, and then it's third and 15, like you said. But yeah, they need to stay on the field longer and let this defense rest. So they need to, like you said, convert these third downs, and then eventually that leads to scores. And you know for a fact, once this defense has a high score, they pin their ears back and they get after that quarterback.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say your defense is scary. I was thinking about this earlier, but like not only is this like a must win for you guys, I feel like, because going against the Patriots 3-0 would just be amazing. But the Raiders offensive line is just trash. I mean, yeah. Donald Penn is about 47 years old. I think Cameron Rake is gonna put him, just bury him 6 feet under. Yeah, I think if you guys just focus on just, rushing the quarterback, you guys are going to be just fine, to be honest.
Yeah. I like what you said there, Doug, too. Sustaining drives, chewing clock, getting a lot of time on drives. That gives the defense time to rest, keeps Derek Carr off the field for them. So, yeah, that's a big thing, too. All right, second up, we got stop the run. We cannot let Doug Martin and we cannot let that beast Lynch get off. We got to shut them down. We can't get them moving. That's the way they get their offense going, is through the run first, and then they kill you through the pass. So same reason why we need to convert on third downs. We can't let them chew clock. We got to get their offense off the field as soon as possible.
Yeah, no Skittles here. No Skittles here, all right?
Seriously. I think the Monday night game last year, Marshawn Lynch had a big game against the Dolphins, but that was with the Dolphins team that was just, they had Jay Cutler as quarterback, so there's no heart in that team. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I 1,000% agree. The one thing I am like a little bit optimistic, because I'm very weary about this game. I do think it's a trap game. Is that the Dolphins play really well against physical running backs versus like Deion Lewis, who are very shifty running backs.
I agree.
So because with Kiko and T.J. McDonald and hopefully Rashad Jones, they're hard hitters. So if you're not going to try to slip out of it, you're going to try to shoulder them, they're going to take you down. So, but yeah, if we can stop the run and then we have to make Carr throw the ball, this is the first time in a long time I'm really confident in our secondary, especially Fitzpatrick, who, if anyone's near him, he's going to tackle him. The dude's just, I'm so glad we took him in the first round. He's a beast.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm so psyched about our set. This is the best secondary since like Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain when we had with McKnight, with all those guys. Like, this is the first time I'm really confident. And I'll piggyback off of what you said against physical runners. I agree with you, because the biggest thing, and I mentioned this in a video before, Raekwon McMillan to me has looked very slow and unathletic. He's a thumper though. He's a big dude and he can hit. And if it's Marshawn Lynch, if it's Doug Martin, guys that aren't the shiftiest dudes, are more known for their power, he can match up with them better, as opposed to, like you said, a Deion Lewis or a running back shifty like that.
Yeah, another thing about your secondary, I don't know if you guys saw, I just read this before we started the video, but Rashad Jones, I think he's going to be back this week too. So getting him back, I mean, like you guys said, that secondary is scary right now.
Yeah. Because I think he banged up his, if you notice that hit right before halftime against the Jets, you saw that Rashad Jones kind of was like leaning on his shoulder a little bit. It's the opposite shoulder that he had the surgery on. But even if he can't go, I'm still like with Maurice Smith, who they just activated back the squad, and I would keep Maurice Smith there, and then I would keep Mika still playing corner because he needs to be at the line of scrimmage because that dude is just ridiculous.
Yeah. And with that, I love like I feel like our team is very versatile. I think Gase does a really good job of playing people a lot of different positions. So, like you said, we could put the backup in. We could move Minka to free safety. We could move him to nickel. Like everyone's interchangeable. McCain, he can go play outside. He can play inside. He can even play a little safety. So I like that how versatile we are. Of course, Rashad Jones, arguably our best player. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler, so we would miss him for sure. But we can get by for a couple games without him because of the versatility of our defense.
Yeah, I would definitely prefer him if he needed it to rest for this game and then be back for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, we got to shut down Jared Cook. I am so tired of being a Dolphins fan and watching every single tight end torch us week in and week out. We don't have the best cover linebacker, so it's just a bad matchup. Honestly, like I hate zeroing in. Like so, for example, with the whole Ramsey Gronk thing, I don't believe in zeroing in a player on one player to shut down the guy because you're giving into their offense and you're making it known. So it takes away certain aspects of questioning. So I would just say, throw Minka on him because that guy's a stud. I have a man crush on Minka Patrick at this point. But you got
magic, baby.
You got to throw different coverages at him. You got to blitz. You got to throw different looks at him so they get uncomfortable. That's a major thing. We really can't let Jared Cook just start getting inside catches on us.
Seriously, yeah. I 1,000% agree with you. Like if Delaney Walker didn't break his ankle in the second half of that Titans game, he probably would have helped them to somehow pull that win off. Like it. Yeah. It's and you brought it up too, Joey, with Raekwon McMillan playing slow. He's having a hard time because he didn't play last year. So technically this is his rookie year. He's having a hard time with the speed of the game. So when like when you said, Dave, when he hits you, but he has to think about hitting you, and then he's gonna hit you. It's like, A gap or B gap? Oh, A gap. Okay, now go. And then all of a sudden, you're like, well, he's 15 yards by you. You should have just already been in the A gap. So, our linebackers, the only linebacker that is playing great, and a lot of people bash him for it, is Kiko Alonso.
Why do you think that is?
Because he's doing everything. He has to cover for McMillan, and then he has to cover for Baker and Stephon Anthony. So he's everywhere. So that interception on the screen, he wasn't supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. But he was like, no one's over there. I'm going over there and the ball off. Like it's just he's back to who he was 2 years ago.
He gets a lot of criticism, and I feel like I'm always like I have to justify him to everyone, and
because he got that dirty hit against Flacco, man.
That wasn't dirty. That was not dirty.
If you watch it again, he slid way too late.
Way too late.
Hey man, this is football.
Kiko's shoulder was already down, ready to attack, and he's like, maybe I should start sliding now.
He's like, I don't want that in my chest. I'd prefer it in my head.
Yeah, and Joey says it like the NFL thinks that like players can defy the laws of physics, like. If you're running full speed at a guy and you're already in your tackling momentum motion, like you can't just pull up and just get away and like
exactly right.
It's a live sport.
If you're diving at my torso and I'm now gonna duck my head down because I'm afraid of this hit, and you hit me in the head, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
My fault. You're the one that ducked down.
Yeah, and now it's getting ridiculous with these rough and the passer calls. Like if you guys watched my last video. Clay Matthews got flagged for a call that cost them the game when he put his hand down. Like, we
talked about that.
We're off track.
We're not even Clay Matthews fans, but like Clay Matthews.
How did we get to Clay Matthews?
Yeah, right.
All right, number 4, we got commitment to the running game. Like I said in previous videos, I think Doug threw out a stat to me earlier that I was unaware of. When we have more rushing attempts than passing attempts, Tannehill stays under 25 attempts. Or what did you say? What record?
It's something like that. Like if Tannehill is under 25 pass attempts, I think his I don't know exactly what it is, but I think his record is like 25-4. Like he's just ridiculous. Like he wins when he's not on his shoulders.
Yes, when we can commit to the run game, chew clock, sustain drives, manageable third downs. We're just going over all the first couple of keys. Then you get him manageable plays. You don't ask too much of him. He plays within himself. He doesn't feel like he has to overplay, and he doesn't make bad decisions, throw interceptions, and everything goes from there.
Yeah, and also if you commit to the run, I mean, he's money in the play action too. I mean, if you have them fearing the run, this guy can easily, just take off and just run for 7 yards or whatever, and just keep the defenses like on their toes at all time. They don't know what the hell you guys are going to do next.
Yeah, I'm with you, because committing to the run doesn't just mean Gore and Drake. That honestly includes Tannehill, because those read option runs, we run those like 3 or 4 times a game, and it keeps the defense honest. You can't crash down on the back. You gotta stay home. You have to respect the quarterback in the run. So I love that, throwing that little wrinkle in there every week. And it just, again, keeps the defense honest, keeps them on their toes.
Yeah, against the Jets, I think he had his longest run, which was like 23 yards. And it was
the first play of the game.
His first keep, yeah.
But that was a play-action boot. That wasn't a zone read.
Exactly. And that's another thing. Like, the run opens up the pass. So if we run, we have Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, and Kenny Stills, who are these speedsters. You hand them through a play action, all of a sudden you have the safeties take 2 or 3 steps forward, they're already done. Because receivers are going to be over the top. Look what we did against the Titans. That was all from the run, and then we caught Kenny Stills for that bomb touchdown. It's just, you gotta stay to the run, and I'm very glad that Adam Gase is finally understanding that, because he got away from the run too much last year, and it cost us a bunch of games. We could have been way better than we were last year if Gase wasn't so stubborn, even with Jay Cutler, because we beat the Patriots with Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, come on.
But people don't know, unless you watch the Dolphins, we beat the Patriots every year.
Oh,
I mean, we go 1-1. We go 1-1 against the Patriots every single season. So I mean,
I think Tom Brady has the worst record in Miami than anywhere else in the United States.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Any bad record that Tom Brady has, I want to hear about it.
he thought once Jason Taylor retired, his career was going to go better, and then all of a sudden we got Cameron Wake. He was
Jason,
like, come on.
That's not Jason Taylor. I had the Jason Taylor on jersey earlier. Going off what you said, Doug, honestly, too, the speed of our wide receivers. I don't think we've had this much talent at wide receiver and this much speed in a really long time. To Wilson, to Grant, to Stills, these are all like sub 4.4 guys. These are fast, athletic players. So it's exciting for that big play potential when you commit to the run.
Who would have thought that our number 1 wide receiver, because as much as people crap on him, Devontae Parker is our number 1 wide receiver. He has the physicality and the height and the body for it. But who would have thought that for the first 2 weeks, him being out, we don't even care. We don't even miss him.
And
then with, like you said, with Albert Wilson, that dude's versatile. He's playing running back sometimes.
Yeah, he's running the ball. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So after all of that, number 5, we got protect Tannehill. So for those 25 attempts that we do on Sunday, we got to protect this guy. Give him some time. When you watch the games, we give him time in the pocket, he's gonna find the guy. He's gonna find the open man, and he's gonna make an accurate pass. It's when we start getting him in trouble, and honestly, I don't blame Tannehill for this. I think it's our fault. His rookie year, he shouldn't have played. Matt Moore came off of a good season, and he was a good enough quarterback to be the starter his rookie year. I think we threw him into the fire too early. In my opinion, I think we ruined him a little bit, because now every time he faces pressure, he tucks it and he's trying to run, and he doesn't keep his eyes downfield, and he's always expecting the hit. He's bracing for the hit. So again, I'm not blaming him. I think we ruined him for that, but you got to give him time. You got to protect him, because he isn't going to keep his eyes downfield. He's going to try to tuck it and run it. He's going to try to cover the ball so he can avoid the sack. So yeah, number 5, we got to protect Tannehill.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. And if we run the ball, that'll protect Tannehill, because they won't, they're going to be wanting to stop the run, and they're going to be focusing on the run.